All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, it looks like she's joining back. So guys, we're picking up where we left off on the CDP LLDP lab. Nick, Marquivia, and Jose, this is where they left off at. You know, we're on switch one and we're mapping out the network. So just to give a lay of the land, everybody, we started on switch one using some commands, CDP commands. I believe it was show CDP neighbors, and then show CDP neighbors detail. And there was a show run that was done and a show IP interface brief, if I'm not mistaken. And we were able to map out this network, right, without actually seeing the topology, right, and just using layer 2 protocols, right? So I hope this makes sense. And Marquivia, thanks for joining up. You're all good. You know, it's after hours. Don't even apologize about being late. So this is just all for fun. So we're all good. We're all good. So we're back. We're back on switch one. We have our network mapped out. Okay. So Jose and Marquivia, where do we go from here?
Can you log into router 5?
Router 5? Okay.
Via telnet?
Oh. Okay. How do you want me to do that? Because remember, I'm just a help desk guy that's confident.
Well, just telnet, go to enable, yeah, and then telnet to the 10.10.1.1.
Okay. And what do you want me to put?
The 10.10.1.1. Okay, so can you type show CDP status? No, it's not. No, that's not like
Shouldn't be show CDP neighbor status.
I have a
And
question.
guys, remember.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
It wasn't a question. I was gonna say, is it the command? I was gonna throw an idea. I'm not sure if someone said, is it show CDP neighbors detail to get the details of it or no?
Okay.
Okay,
right,
I don't even know what this command do. So
it's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
It's all good.
Can you also issue the command show ran just to see if the telnet the BTY lines are configured to telnet into other devices? See if telnet is configured.
Sure. You said a show run?
Show run, yeah, show running config. Okay, yeah, just keep going. I need to see. Yeah, keep going. Let's see. Okay, keep going. Line notes. Yeah, I believe the next step we have to do just to see if there's anything else connected to router 5 is to configure the line BTY, line 04 with because we cannot tell it into router 5. That means the lines BTY they're not configured. Am I correct?
So how do we configure that on the switch that we're on to access R5?
You'd have to go into R5 to actually allow that, wouldn't you?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you have to enable it on that device too.
Is there anything else? Any other protocol you can use to remote into a device?
I mean, SSH, that's another.
Okay, cool. So let's go with that. So let's go ahead and give that a shot, right? So
Okay, yeah.
what do you need me to do? And guys, again, and it's just not on Jose. You guys don't have to win. The thing about troubleshooting, right? The thing about figuring things out. It's not a race. Slow it down. Use Google, use your resources and what have you, so that you can do it the proper way and the right way, right? You don't want to rush it and you will end up confusing yourself in a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
So, guys, what do you want me to do to get to R5?
Try the SSH command, SSH /L, and then the IP address of router 5. 10.10.1.1. Incomplete command. Oh. Hold on. Let me get the command.
It's all good. And remember, guys, there is another thing that is at your disposal. There's a question mark that you can use if you don't know what a command is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep,
Yeah,
that'd be probably what I would want to start doing at that point, is like do
Yeah.
SSH question mark.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and do that.
look into the, yeah.
Okay, and get some
The dash
good
L.
stuff here.
Looks like you could do SSH. You could probably even do it as 10.10.1.1.
Okay. I can
Because
give
I've
that a
seen
shot.
the Yep. So still needs access by router 5.
Mhm.
Can you
Anything else
repeat?
you want to try?
Can you repeat the SSH -L, then the IP address, and
Like, was
then
that username even like
and the-
implemented?
yeah, that's. Okay, so that was the. Connection refused by host.
It's all good. This is our best moment.
Hey Dave, can you
Guys.
I guess just try the show CDP neighbors detail again. See if we can see
Sure.
anything on router 5 that can help us
I
to
got
log
you.
into the device.
No problem. So CDP neighbors detail.
Detail.
There we go.
Okay. Router 5. Okay. That's the address.
And again, take your time, guys. No rush.
Okay, the IP address, the virtual. Let's see, enter split two. Oh man, that's. Hey, do a ping to the router address. See if we have connection. I'm sure we have, but just to make sure.
Sure.
So yeah, we have connectivity.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to give you guys a hint. I'm going to step out of my help desk role for a second. Pete said something peculiar, right?
Mhm.
SSH and then question mark. Did we use all of our options there?
We did not. So let's
I have a-
try. Yeah,
I have
let's
a
try
quick question.
SSH question mark again.
Question, is SSH configured on your router?
Yep.
Is
All
so
over.
it's- What version?
Let's try SSH dash
two.
P.
SSH-P.
Yeah, dash P.
Connect to this port. Okay.
Okay. What next?
Then
Question mark, just to see if we can.
There we go.
Oh,
There we
the
go.
port of the
So-
remote system.
okay, gig 0/1 then. Or
So
port of
is
the
it
remote
talking about an interface or actual port number?
Yeah, the
Okay, no,
actual-
it's by
Telnet.
port number itself.
Yeah, the-
So if it's by SSH, shouldn't that be 23?
22.
There we go.
22. Oops.
What's next?
Question mark.
Let's question
There
mark
we
that
go.
again.
Okay. The -L to log into using the username. I believe.
Okay.
And then the IP address.
Okay, so I got to put in the login name. So the login name for
Oh,
each
the login name. Okay.
device.
Cisco.
device within the entire. Yep, it's Cisco.
Okay.
And what else? What do you
The
want to do?
the IP address.
Or IP address. Okay, so 10.10.1.1.
Let's do
Okay,
a question
anything
mark to
else?
make sure.
All right. That's yeah.
Let's end it.
Enter. Connection refused by remote host.
So
Hmm.
hang on a minute. I didn't see when we were going through all of the show run that we didn't do a login local.
On this switch
On that
or the
switch,
device you're
yes.
trying to get into?
So we didn't go into the router yet. Could we see if
Mm-mm.
the login local was actually enabled in R5 as well?
We haven't got to R5 yet.
Yeah, we haven't been able to log into R5.
And it seems like right now at this point, we need to actually be able to log in into R5 before we can even do anything from switch 1 in R5.
What else do you think we can do?
Has R5 been configured?
Yep.
What did he say? I didn't hear.
Oh, he asked if R5 was configured for
Oh.
SSH.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I can't see the screen, so you guys have to fill me in the clues.
No, it's
What's-
all good. It's all good. So this
Wait a minute, what's
exercise-
the
Nope. Go ahead.
what's the username that's supposed to be for it? It sounds like we're using Cisco as maybe the password instead.
So it looks like whenever we typed in Cisco, it was asking for the login name.
And Cisco was the username we implemented on this?
On R5.
Okay.
That's when you gotta have the guy from the help desk take the laptop into the server closet, bring up a console cable and do a direct console connection into it. To pull off. show.
Everybody's remote.
Everyone's remote.
Everybody's remote.
All right, then you turn it off and just end it for the day.
Hopefully no one changes the username and password on you guys.
Well, that'd be funny. What else can I do, guys?
Can we try the select encryption algorithm? The -C SSH.
Sure.
Okay.
So what is this gonna do?
Yeah. No. It can.
What series of crypto keys did we use?
So by default, an unlicensed Cisco device, it's going to go ahead and just have a low number form because anything higher is going to require a license. So it's going to
Okay.
use 3DS or MD5, one of the two.
Okay.
What's the message? What's the digest site? 512 or 124?
I can check. Give me 1 second.
1024, I would say.
1024. And guys, remember, you do have a Jedi knife that is available at your disposal in the chat.
Yeah, I was looking at something, but
Oh, okay. I
what?
see that.
I'm kind of at a loss of what the heck he's talking about here.
So
What does it say?
somebody did a show run earlier,
Yeah.
and I think y'all guys were looking at the lawn console and the VTY.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything else before that?
I think I noticed something about SSH, an algorithm or a hash number or something like that.
Okay, ask them to run it again. Ask them to do another show run.
Yeah, do another show.
Yeah.
run.
Can we see that again?
Sure.
Or just scroll up, either one works.
I got you.
I don't think you went up far enough.
Oh, a little bit more?
Yeah.
Want to see
Where
the
the
actual
show
running.
run was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just
You want me to run another show run?
yeah,
Yeah,
just
go
run
for
another
that.
show run. Yeah.
Whichever's the easier way.
Yeah, keep going.
All right,
Keep
so we
going
got
down.
it. We got a
Oh,
domain.
okay, right there.
Go back up.
Yeah, just a little. Okay. Oh. The username is Cisco, privilege 15 Cisco.
What's the
Oh.
privilege level?
The password is
Privilege is 15, so that should be like almost nothing.
That's good. So that's basically admin.
Okay, good.
yeah.
So this one is God. All right.
Is the password encrypted?
No, it's a
Just plain text.
yeah, zero. Password zero. Oh.
But I gave you a hint in the chat.
Yeah, it was the crypto key amount is what kind of comes to my mind when I saw that. I was seeing that we had a 128, 196, and a 256, but I don't think that's right.
But what's being used though?
Yeah, that was the thing. I was seeing
what-
3 of them like all in one line.
And what's being used on the other side? Is that a mismatch?
That can be a possibility. Wait a minute.
So he told you earlier, I think he said 1024. Did he say that earlier?
Is that on the switch or the router?
On the
Wait a
router.
minute. We have
What-
we have CDP enabled on this switch and on the router.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter if a CDP is disabled or enabled. That's not going to block your SSH connection. What could block your SSH connection if there's maybe mismatched keys or if the username and password is incorrect.
So the other reason I was also thinking about it is if one is using CDP and the fact that this switch is using LLDP.
That has nothing to do with it. That's latest
Alright.
technology. That's not going to block your SSH connection.
Okay.
only thing gonna block your SSH connection from my point of view is either incorrect username and password, or the SSH are not configured on
That's
both sides.
Yeah, that's where I was
Correct.
looking at earlier. Yeah, that was what I was seeing earlier.
Yeah, it's got it. Yeah, same encryption.
Yeah, the 128, 192, and 256. That was what I was seeing before.
So let's say if the router is 1024, that means the switch cannot be configured correctly to match the router's configuration.
In fact, there's no prompt to do anything with it.
I'm gonna say I'm the help desk guy, and we're gonna do some old school troubleshooting.
Okay.
We're gonna do a packet capture.
All right.
Why a shark?
That would be one thing we could try.
There we go.
That's if your corporate environment allows packet captures. They may not allow it.
Or Fiddler or something else.
We're in the lab right now, so we'll keep it simple. We're allowing it. So I'm gonna go ahead, do a packet capture on switch 1, and you guys are gonna tell me to try to do an SSH session again, okay? And let's take a look to see if whatever Claude is chatting you guys.
Did we get the RSA keys generated?
We'll see.
Where are your crypto keys, bro?
Let's take a look. All right. So you guys would like me to issue another SSH command, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What do we see?
Okay.
Question
So,
is, tell
we
me
got a lot of
if-
loops going back. We got a lot of STPs and
pause it for 'em.
MFTs.
Can you click on the frame just to see the details on the TCP connection?
So the acknowledgement and the reset.
Google Foo is your best friend.
Google or Bing, take your pick.
There you go.
Unfortunately, I can't. I'm driving right now, so I can't Google that part.
Okay. So reset and just acknowledgements. That's what I'm seeing here for the flags. Okay.
Thoughts?
Can you
Doc?
I have no idea.
can you click on the internet protocol, the version 4, just to see what's it showing?
It's
Sure.
going through TCP.
Yeah, rather, yeah.
and it's not-
Nation protocol. Yeah, okay. Click on the Ethernet too, or the just to see, because see what else is above on the Ethernet. Yeah, right there.
Gotcha.
Source, the padding.
What did those bright red packets, what did they say? What did they look like?
What they say, folks?
Look like you got 2 of them in there. They bright red for a reason.
Where there was an error or something of that nature. So it's not doing every
it's-
single bit of a TCP connection.
Right,
This is-
right. So
So it's-
TCP handshake, right? Let's
Mhm.
talk about it. Right, we're stepping away from layer 2. Right. I'm sure you guys know how it rolls, but I'm just going to go over it. 3-way handshake, keep it simple. Right. It's a SYN. Right. A source sends a TCP segment to a destination and says, "Hey, I want to open a connection." The destination says, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead and send something back." Then you're going to go ahead and send a response acknowledging that. But if something's wrong within the connection handshake, the 3-way handshake, whether the destination is saying, "Hey, I don't want to talk to you right now," there's going to be different messages. You're not going to see an ACK. You're not going to see a SYN. You might see what they call a reset flag.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, right, what Claude is pointing out is that red packet that we're seeing, it's telling us the communication isn't being allowed on the other side.
Yep.
Okay. Now, through our packet capture, did we, and through any of our commands, Jose said it earlier, did we thoroughly see how to use both ways of trying to remote into a different device? We tried SSH and we question marked all the different types of combos. Did we question mark in attempt telnet?
No.
Okay. Let's
That's
do
what I'm
another
going to ask,
capture.
but it's telnet enabled.
I can't tell you that. Right?
Okay,
I'm the
try
help
it.
desk guy. Right?
Because right
So
now it looks
give
like
me
on
one
the
second.
right now it looks like on the VTY lines, it doesn't look like SSH or Telnet was even enabled.
Okay, does
So,
it
so,
say
Pete, so
on the
hold-
VTY
hold
line,
on.
does it say transport import all?
Right.
guys,
I-
guys, wait a minute. All right. I'm going to teach you a vital lesson in troubleshooting. Right? Slow the hell down. You guys are mentioning something on a remote device, but you're referencing something on a local device. It's not going to matter what's configured on the local device. Does that
Sure.
make sense?
Yeah, it makes
Yep.
sense.
Me checking the VTY lines on this switch is not going to tell me anything about router 5.
Correct.
All right.
Okay. All right. Let's move forward. All right. So your help desk tech, I'm going ahead and grabbing the packet capture. Our goal is to go ahead and try another technology to go ahead and remote into the remote device. So we're going to try Telnet, but we're going to question mark our way through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and do so. Boom. Okay. So we found the Telnet. Go ahead and put that in. If I can spell right. All right. Let's question mark. All right. Guys, what do you want me to put next?
10.10.1.1.
There we go.
What?
Now, would you look at that?
Wait, but did we issue this command before, Dave?
No, we did not.
Nope. We put
I mean,
something else and it told us ambiguous command. We didn't question mark tell that.
Because we all thought that we had SSH only enabled.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in an ideal situation, if the router was configured correctly, you would disable telnet and only allow SSH connections in an
Yep.
ideal network.
Yep.
Correct, but you have to enable the SSH. If not, Telnet is still going to be around.
That's correct. Okay. Good troubleshooting session. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move forward. Okay. Now let's get into this box.
Oh my God.
Gotcha, Jose, huh?
Yeah.
That got almost all of us.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's all good, guys. So it's all good. It's all good again, right? Just like how my Kivia started you guys, right? Last week. We start at layer 2 and then we go up. You may have to go back down, but you're gonna have to go back up. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Let me what's going on here? 1 second. Did it blank out again? Yeah, it did. Give me 1 second, guys. Do that. All right. I'm not going to go through the hassle of trying to figure that out. Let's just open up R5. Here we go. Boom. And we are in. Cool. So now we're at R5, right? Again, we are troubleshooting this mainly using layer 2 protocols. So let me tear down this Wireshark. We don't need this anymore. Okay. So we're at R5. What are we trying to figure out?
We're trying to find the MAC address of, I think about the price, right? You told us on the last session.
Okay. All right. So, because remember, our source is PC7, right? Which is 10.10.1.50, right? And we're trying to get to the destination, which is 10.10.2.50, right?
Okay.
And so, again, we started at switch 1 on PC7's local network, and now we're on the router of PC7, right? Where do we go from here?
Show CDP neighbors.
Okay. Okay. What do we see?
We see another router. We see the switch 2, a switch 2 and switch 1. Okay.
Okay.
I see jackal anything. Could we do a show CDP neighbors detail? I'd rather see a lot
Okay.
more of the info of what's going on here.
Okay.
That's much better. Okay.
Guys,
See,
let me know if you need me to scroll up or what.
Okay, so another device that we can find is router 6.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can draw
All
that
right.
in the.
So we can draw it.
Mhm.
Okay. Where do you want me to put it?
Just on connected to the router on interface gigabit 0/0.
You want me to draw it in front of R5 or behind R5?
Let's go in front of it.
Yeah, just in front of it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you said this is R6?
Yep.
R6.
Okay. Doesn't have an IP address?
Yeah.
6.4.9.2.
Okay.
And this is connected
right.
through gig 0/2.
Okay. So you want me to make a line between the two?
Yeah,
Mhm.
let's make a line between the two.
Okay. All right. And you said on R5 side, how is it connected to R6?
Can you scroll
Gigabit
up a little bit?
is
You said scroll up a little
0/0.
bit.
Gig 0/1, it looks like.
No,
Hold
it's 0/0.
0/0, okay.
Yeah, that's on both sides.
Okay. And both sides, 0/0?
Yeah, it's both
Yes.
sides.
Okay. Yeah.
Can
All
you
right.
issue?
Networks get.
Could you issue the command show IP interface brief so we can see the IP address of 0/0 in the router?
Yeah,
I got you. I got you.
6.4.9.1.
All right.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else we can add to this network to draw out the diagram a little bit more?
Yeah.
We have a gig 0/2 with 10.10.3.1.
Mm-hmm. And we have a 0/2 as
Yep.
well
Where would that go to?
to another. Do the show CDP neighbor again? Just the show CDP neighbors.
Okay.
Okay, so we got a. On 0/2.
Looks like switch 2.
It's switch to on 0/2. So draw another line.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Looking like a network here. Okay. All right. And so what interface on R5 side?
That's on.
Gig 0/2.
Yep.
Okay. And on switch 2?
Same thing.
Okay.
And then
All right.
on switch 1, we got another connection to switch 1.
We got another connection to switch 1?
Yep, R6 from.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
from,
I think it's the. Let me see. Let me see. Switch that one. Switch that one. Oh no, we already got it. I think we got it.
yeah, that's a different other thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
R6 is one with 0/0. So yeah, we're fine there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Okay.
fact we just had
Okay.
those names so long.
Okay. So what's next?
So show IP interface brief just to give the address for gig 0/2 is 10.10.3.1.
Yep.
Okay. So you're confirming switch 3?
Mm-hmm. Ratify on the interface. Interface
R5 on gig 0/2.
Okay. What's next? Again, layer 2, right?
Yeah,
Just to give you guys a hint.
Yeah.
You've drawn out your network using layer 2 commands. You're doing good. What do you need to do next? To get
Log
to the
into
next
switch
device?
2. Log into switch 2.
Okay. What's switch to IP address?
The 10.10.3.2. Can you telnet into that from the router?
So you want to go to switch 2.
Yeah.
I would go to R6.
So with our destination being 10.10.2.0/24, that's where our destination is at. Why would we go to switch 2? Would that help out our troubleshooting efforts?
It could help only defining what else is on the network or at least what's connected to it. But to me, if it's on a different subnet as 10.10.2.50 we're trying to go to,
Mm-hmm.
I would go into R6 and take a look and see what's going on there.
Exactly. So guys, you guys were doing good. Don't second guess yourselves, right? Let's stay right on the point, right? Gave you guys hints. The source, 10.10.1.50. We see that subnet, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
The destination, 10.10.2.0/24. The actual IP of the device is 10.10.2.50. Okay?
Right.
So you guys used layer 2, right? You guys were good there. Use layer 2 to see, okay, what devices I'm connected to. Let me see the subnets that I can touch, right? You guys were able to see what the subnets were so far, right? And we're able to see on switch 1 what the subnets is there, okay? I made you aware that these switches are layer 2 devices, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right? They will have a management IP, but they do not control the broadcast domain, okay?
Correct.
So with that being said, with your show CDP neighbors command, we started at switch 1. We took a look at, hey, show CDP neighbors detail, R5 and switch 2. We're connected to it, but which device is on our broadcast domain? R5. So we said last session, right? Makivia and Nick said, let's go ahead and go to R5 to see a bigger picture of the topology, right? And Pete, you, Daniel, and Jose this time said, hey, let's do a show CDP neighbor detail, right? And you're able to see the management IPs of switch 1, switch 2, and a new device, R6. If R5 controls switch 1 and switch 2, which are 2 broadcast domains, does the destination live behind R5?
No.
Boom. So, and I'm trying to make a point here, right? So with all these commands, everything that we're learning in the CCNA, this is where you have to combine all your knowledge together. Take a deep breath, write down a piece of paper or picture and whatever we're doing, right? Claude smacked me in the back of the head and told me to do this millions of times, right? So once you write it down and you understand, you're like, oh, I get it. This is where my network is now. Let's go ahead and move forward. Okay? Does this make sense?
Yeah.
Right? So let's go ahead and keep going. So we're on the right path. So we eliminated, right? Process of elimination. 10.10.2.0/24 doesn't live behind R5. Let's go to the next device, right? So we went ahead and saw what the next device was, R6, so we could do some more digging, right? For the sake of time, we're not going to go ahead and dig deep into Telnet or SSH or what have you, right? We're going to say that we SSH and Telnet into the next device, and I'm going to pull up R6, okay?
All right.
Now, before we peel out, right, because this is a layer 3 device, what else do we want to check, right? Because again, we're simulating as if we're remoting into each device. We're just hopping, right? Because essentially we would still be on switch 1 and we were hopping throughout the network, right? But what's one thing we have to check, right? Even though this is for layer 2, what else we need to check to see if we can reach R6?
So we could try a show IP route. We could also try. Why don't we just try
Now,
picking R6?
Pete. So good. with each of your answers, what is the why? Because you're an engineer. You have to explain the command and why you want to issue that command.
So first off, I want to make sure I actually have a actual connection to it. So I want to ping R6 just to
Okay.
make sure I actually have that. And then if I would try to go with the show IP route and see what else I can maybe find on the routes.
Okay. So you want to ping it first and then check your routing table?
Yes, just to make sure I
Okay.
can actually reach it.
Okay. So essentially, right?
I have a question here.
So,
For the IP address you want to
okay.
ping, if it's not on your routing table, how you gonna reach it?
Yeah, that-
So
Yeah, you gotta ping it first and see if we have reachability
would-
to the
You
router
should
6.
check your routing table first to see if you have a route to that network. If you know the IP address.
Bing.
If you do, then you ping it. Unless
Sure.
you have the
Bingo.
default route.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's-
Bingo.
Yeah,
Bingo.
totally.
Daniel said it. Daniel hit it right on the money. You already confirmed. Show CDP neighbors details. What the management address is of R6, did you not?
Mhm,
yes, that's true.
You check that at layer 2, right?
mhm.
Mhm.
Right? So what we're gonna do next, right, is exactly what Daniel said. Why are we gonna, throw Hail Marys and try to ping it when we can just go ahead and say, let's check our routing table to see what we can see if we have an actual route to it. That
Okay.
makes sense?
Yeah,
Yep.
makes sense. Yeah.
Okay. What do we see?
So we have so we got a connected link.
Yeah.
We also have a local link.
Yeah, we have a route to the destination.
Yep, we do have a
Mm.
Good
fully
night.
connected route that
Wait,
If you see a route matching the same subnet, then you ping it. But bear in mind, if there's an access control list on that router that blocks ICMP traffic, that being ping may not go through.
yeah, that's also true.
that was
And
one of my reasons
so
why I was looking to ping first to actually make sure of
Nope.
that. That was
Nope.
fine.
Nope. So you want to know why?
All right.
You wouldn't want to do that, and you want to go with checking the IP routing table. It's all in steps. You're not going to know that remoting in.
Hmm.
There's no absolute way you're going to know what's configured on the next device. Make sense?
Yep.
Check your routing table. See what you can access. Remember the goal at hand. We're using layer 2 protocols to figure out layer 3. Simple as that.
All right.
We're trying to get to our destination. So we're hopping and we're hopping and we're hopping. So looking at this routing table, right? Utilizing our layer 2 skills to jump up to layer 3, right? Mike Kevius, I know you've been quiet. Nobody else answered.
Yes.
You thought you were slick. You just sitting in the back. I got you. I'm right here.
Okay.
Right?
Right. Okay.
So, right, and you guys are doing good, by the way, right? This is just to bust your technical chops so you can see how layer 2 can help you, and of course how to help you on your CCNA. So if we're looking at this, right, we use layer 2 effectively and we found out what's going on. What else, right? We checked the routing table. Our destination is 10.10.4.0. I told you guys the destination of the actual host is 10.10.2.50.
Okay.
Right? What do we want to do next?
Is that for everybody or just for?
yeah,
okay.
Mike Kevius. Mike Kevius.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
waiting on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
I'd say that we try to get to the route where the subnet is. We'll get to router 6 because that's where the 10.10.2. Whatever device is on, right?
Mm-hmm. What else can we do?
Okay, that was an answer. Okay. Okay, what else we can do to reach that subnet? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Router.
What can we do to test to see if we can reach that subnet?
Well, outside of
Somebody
ping.
said it earlier. There we go.
Oh.
All right.
But that was the answer? Oh my god.
Yep,
Okay.
it's all good.
What was,
It's
what
all
was the
good.
answer again? What was the answer? I
Pinging the
missed that part.
subnet.
So we're
Oh, so
gonna
you-
ping.
Are you
Ping.
pinging the default gateway that's on that?
Yes.
So we're gonna ping either default gateway or we can ping the host, because I only told you guys the address of the host. Okay,
Mhm.
so we're gonna
Yeah.
ping .50.
Yeah,
All right.
ping the, yep.
Well, I thought we were supposed to ping.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's successful.
it is pinging. Okay, never mind.
It's successful, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
because the rally was learned via IGRP. I can see that on the routing table.
Yep.
Mhm.
IGRP to router 6, and it was advertised to router 5. So yeah, that's
There you
Oh,
go.
I see.
There
Okay.
you go. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Don't and guys, and Marquita, don't be too intimidated about the routing table. We haven't jumped into anything layer 3 yet. Okay. So, don't get too intimidated looking at this and saying, "Oh my God, I don't know routing." We'll touch on that later. Okay. Again, the goal of this is using layer 2, right, to jump to each device to see, where does this device live, right? And we're getting closer and closer. So Marquita told me to go ahead and ping to test reachability, right, from a layer 3 standpoint. Boom, from R5, right, which of course hosts the source, right, hosts the source subnet. We're able to ping the destination host. 10.10.2.50, right? But we need to locate and see where it actually is so we can finish our diagram, okay? So now we're going to go ahead, imaginary in our minds, SSH into R6, right? So let's go ahead and get into that. Good job again, guys. All right.
Before you try to SSH, I recommend try telnet first.
We're skipping ahead.
Well, we don't know
yeah,
if we don't know if SSH is configured on R6 or not.
So Daniel, I'm not sure if you heard me earlier. I know you're driving. So we're skipping the process of jumping to each device
yeah.
to eliminate some issues.
Okay.
So we're imagining that we are jumping from device to device. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are on R6. Okay. So what do I need to check first?
I would check the CDP neighbors in detail.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to check when you first get on a device?
Show IP interface brief.
Is
Yeah,
there
that's one of the
anything
other-
else you want to check
Show
before
IP
you hop on a
route.
device?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
there anything
Yeah.
else?
Oh.
Anything else?
So
Configuration.
running config.
There you go.
Okay.
Running configuration. Before you do anything, right? Right? You saw the previous times we were scrambling with commands, right? This is a layer 2 lab, right? But with anything, we want to check the configuration first. See what's configured on there. Daniel said something very peculiar. We don't know if there's an access list here or there or what have you. Let's check the configuration on there. Let's see what's going on this device before we say let's dig deeper into layer 2 or layer 3. That makes sense?
Got it. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And guys, tell me when to stop or to scroll up or scroll down, okay? Go back to the top. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Scroll
Let
down.
me know when to scroll down.
Go ahead and scroll. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. This is
It's got a DHCP pool. I mean, it's got 2 of them. Okay.
Okay, so we have a DHCP pool in the network 10.10.2 as well as 10.10.4. Looks like that's fine. That's good here.
So the DHCP pool, the speed force is where we can find our host, the 10.10.2.0.
So the DHCP pool is going to tell us where to find our host?
No.
Okay.
It just
What
shows
do we
that
do
it just shows that it's the main router that is where this is held at. But let's.
So hold on. So DHCP pool tells you that this network exists on this router?
Yes.
Is
That's
that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yep.
And it can is getting an IP address from the router, because the router is configured as a
Okay.
DHCP server, I believe. Yeah, I believe.
It is. It is. But does it? But does the DHCP pool that's configured here, does that tell you that this network exists on this router?
No.
Thank you, Daniel. I can have a DHCP pool configured here and it'd be for completely different subnet.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Fair point. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep
All right.
scrolling down.
So what do we want to actually check? We want to keep scrolling?
Yeah.
Check the interfaces, the actual interfaces.
There we go.
The assigned IP address for each interface would tell you what networks you have direct connection to.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's going to be connecting to some sort of switch or something like that through gig 0/1 to reach that exact subnet.
Yep.
Pete, does this tell you that a switch is connected?
No, I'm making a good idea guess, but this is what I'm looking at from the info I'm seeing here.
So remember what we're trying to figure out. Does the network exist on this device? Boom, we're going to stay there. Don't add anything else.
Okay.
You see what I mean? So in the troubleshooting process, you can end up confusing yourself.
Oh, I already confused myself enough as it is, so that's fine.
So, all right, 10.10.2.0, it exists on this router. So we're good there, right?
Yep.
Now, what do we want to do? We want to go ahead and anything we want to check at layer 2, anything we want to check at layer 3. What do we want to do next?
Show CDP neighbors, just to see what's connected to the router.
There we go. All right, so we're going to start at layer 2.
Oh, okay. We have.
So we got to switch 4. We got to
switch 3.
Okay, so let's go ahead. You want me to draw something?
Yeah, let's put up another box.
Gotcha. Okay.
Actually, we'll need two. We'll need 2 boxes.
Okay. Gotcha. All right.
We'll have to put a line through each of these ones just to mark our interfaces here.
There we go. Okay.
And that's going to be on 0/2 and 0/1.
Yep.
Okay. Which one is the first one?
This
It's whatever you guys want to do. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's a switch 4. You can do that one on switch 4.
Okay.
And it's going to be on
all right.
gigabit 0/2.
Yeah, gig 0/2 on both ends.
Both ends.
Yeah. 0/2. Okay. All right. Now I'm assuming this is going to be switch 3.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So what's the interfaces?
That's on gig 0/1 on both ends.
0/1. There we go. Good stuff, Pete. All right. Do that. Okay. What's next?
Log into one of those switches. Either one.
Okay. Is there anything else we can pull from R6 to give us some more information? To tell us what exact switch we need to go there.
Show CDP neighbors details.
There we go.
Just to see there.
I'd rather see everything in one shot, not just have to look through it in 2 different times. I'd rather just go straight detail.
Oh, okay.
Good. All right.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the host is going to be on switch 3.
Yep.
Okay. Off switch 3.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So, and I'll go ahead and add, since we can see it, the management addresses, switch 3, so 10.10.2.2,
Mhm.
and switch 4, which switch 4?
10.10.4.2.
10.4. There we go. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and go to switch 3, is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yep.
Okay. All right. 1 second. We're gonna act like we're SSHing or telnetting in. And go ahead and go to switch 3. Okay. All right. So what am I checking next?
The MAC address
On
table.
switch there.
I would check
Okay.
the show MAC address table.
So when we first log into a switch, what do we want to check?
The
On
running
any
config.
device.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Let me know when to stop.
Okay, well, slow down a little bit. Okay, all right, so, okay, we got VLAN 1 hooked up. Looks like nothing on 1/0.
Yeah, it's on building 1.
Go up a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, so. Not, nothing. Okay. So it looks like this is gonna be hooked up to the VLAN, so it's stuck through there, okay. Go up a little bit. Okay, that didn't really help out anything, okay.
Can you issue the command show R, Dave?
Yes, I can.
Oh, there you go. Hardware address on VLAN 1. That's your host right there.
Let's do a show IP interface brief. Just so, okay, that didn't. Okay, so that didn't help
Again,
out.
this is a layer 2 lab, right?
Show R.
So
Can you do? Can you just do
we
show
already
R?
did that.
You did
We
that
already did
already.
show R. So if we want to find out where 10.10.2.50 hangs off of, what can we check? What show command can we use to check to see which interface it hangs off of?
Show MAC address table.
There we go.
Are there
Yeah.
VLANs on these switches there configured?
This one's only on
Nope.
VLAN 1.
They're flat switches.
Okay.
Okay, 7.
Okay.
Okay, do the show MAC address again,
Okay.
and then show MAC address table, and then question mark.
Yeah.
Go to address,
Yeah. Okay.
and then let's see, what's the address we had it. Can you scroll up just to see the because we know that what the address is yeah, that one the 005, that one.
Yeah.
Can you
You
just
want me to copy that?
Yeah, copy that and paste it on. And then question mark. You do okay. VLAN 1, I believe.
Okay.
VLAN 1, and that's it. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, it doesn't return.
So So right, so exactly. So if you guys look at the chat, little birdie is dropping something to you.
Oh, okay.
So if we know about MAC address tables, right?
Mhm.
Right, and so it learns MAC addresses based off of the source, right? Me and my Kiwi instructed me. Me and my Kiwi went ahead and issued that ping roughly more than 5 minutes ago, which is more than 300 seconds.
Yeah,
A MAC
that's
address
right.
table keeps entries, right, for up to 300 seconds.
So
What do we need to do?
we need to ping the address
Okay,
to
we can do
generate
that.
to generate some traffic.
Okay, so ping, and what's that IP address?
He said
10.10.2.50.
Mhm.
Okay,
Okay.
successful pings. So what should I do now?
Show MAC address table.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
0/0.
Okay. So you want me to draw another box on this diagram?
Mhm.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna say CC8, and that IP
Yes, sir.
address 10.10.2.50. And you guys want me to draw a line here?
Yeah.
Sure. Might as well.
Okay. There we go. All right. So it hangs off of. And what's that interface? Gigabit 0/0, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's correct.
This guy is
Okay.
apparently a lucky bastard for getting a like first and gigabit connection.
Oh man, that was a good exercise.
Okay. Guys, any questions?
I can now see your screen. I just got home.
It's
When's
all
the
good.
next one?
It's all good.
Hey, Pete, you want more practice?
Damn straight.
Okay, on your browser, I'm gonna give you a website to go to. Anyone can do this here. It is gns3.ccnalab.net.
There you go.
So gns3.ccnalab.net.
Yep, does it load up?
Oh, just making sure I
No,
spell
got
the bloody thing.
Now, guys, you all did a great job. I'm going to ask you guys individually how you guys felt about the lab, okay? So, ladies first, Mykevia, how did you feel about this lab?
I understand it now. At first, I was definitely intimidated because I definitely don't have that much experience configuring in the CLI Cisco, but I mean, it definitely ran through the troubleshooting steps and definitely reminded me of what I do on the day-to-day. Like, I don't even know why, like, I go completely blank. Basically, yeah, it was a good lab. It definitely.
Now, just to let you know that you made your job as a network engineer and never touch a CLI ever, especially if you use Meraki, because that's all GUI based, or Viptela, which is also GUI based too.
Or Fortinet, which is what mine uses.
Right. Yes, definitely Fortinet.
So Peter, did that website load up for you at all?
No, it did not.
What did it say?
It was unable to be found.
So you typed in GNS3.
Yes.
.ccnalab.net.
Let me check that again.
Oh, interesting. Well, I can't gain that. Okay, let me check my cloud.
Oh, it's not reachable for me.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
that's what I thought. So, okay, it ain't just me.
Let me check my tunnel here.
Do I need a VPN into it? Fantastic.
No, you don't.
Not yet.
Okay. All right. So while you guys do that, and then you can go ahead and drop that link in the chat. Pete, how did you feel about this last
Oh, I
regarding
misspelled.
layer 2?
Okay.
I definitely enjoyed that one. I wish I kind of like started with you in the beginning to really figure things out. And I love confusing myself apparently.
So
Like
it's all good.
yeah, it's the problem of me overthinking everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I had that same problem as well. And Claude, to tell you, I still have that problem to this day. I just slowed down my mind a little bit, right? One thing, I hope it adds value, and I'm going to tell you one thing. With everything in this, not just networking, right? Security and everything, trust but verify, right? We can look at a book all day and every day and it gives us diagrams, and we think we know how something is supposed to be connected and configured, right? But have we verified that? Okay. So always keep that in your mind, P, is trust but verify, right?
Right.
Show commands, check it, or what have you, before we assume anything. So good stuff. Jose, what's up, brother?
What's up?
What do you think about the lab?
It was great. It's a good experience because one thing is to know the commands, and sometimes you think you know it, but like you said, you need to slow down and just follow the steps, the troubleshooting steps. So yeah, I feel pretty good about troubleshooting now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
One of the other things I was trying to do throughout this was actually try to do it like as I'm actually taking the exam itself, where I know it's kind of not a good idea to look at the running config because I know they complain about that. So that was one of my other things I was trying to avoid, looking at the running config that way.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. No.
Yeah, it mentioned in the book that sometimes it's not good to see the running config just to issue different commands for some reason. Because the running config shows you a lot of stuff, that might confuse you. So sometimes I believe it's okay just go to like show the IP route, for example, and
Or another example, on the simulation they gave you, they may disable show running config entirely.
That was one of my other reasons why I was thinking that.
Right. Right. So one thing to remember, okay? So this is the CCNA, right? The Cisco Certified Networking Associate, right? You're going to be responsible for putting in commands to verify things. Sometimes configure, but to verify. How do you verify? Putting in show commands.
Oh yeah, I got that one.
Okay. So the exam, yes, some things are limited, 100% correct, right? But again, the main core thing of this lab, right? CDP and LLDP, right? But how did we find out information about it? We're putting in show commands, right? We always want to check that, right? So, at certain point, you want to combine and you want to be, intentional about your studies. Okay, I'm studying for the exam, but I'm also studying for real life, right? Because after I finish the exam, I need to go ahead and go into real life. Yeah. Okay, and so that's the difference between what we're doing here and other things. We're going to teach you for the exam. That's the cakewalk. That's easy, right? But you also need to know real life, because when you get in those interviews, and nowadays they'll put you in a technical simulation. You're gonna have to show them what you got.
That's true.
Make sense?
Hey, Dave, one question. When I took the CCNA exam, they throw me like about 4 questions about BGP. Is that normal?
About what?
About BGP.
Wait, what?
Which exam did you take? The old exam or new exam?
The new exam, the CCNA, the current one. It was like 4 questions about BGP. Yeah.
What kind of question did they ask you? It was about like the AD or how to configure it?
I can't remember exactly like the wording of the question. Yeah.
I was just about to say, let's because we are recording, so let's not go into detail.
Oh yeah.
But you just said you saw. Yeah, let's not get him in trouble. But you just said you saw BGP on the exam, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. That is correct.
Okay, so we'll need to look at the objectives again. Take a look at, and maybe we need to add that Claude is smiling. Even if I can't even see him, he's smiling over there because that's his favorite favorite topic.
Favorite
So,
topic, yeah.
Oh yeah. Last but not least, Daniel, how'd you? I know you came in late. How'd you feel about this lab?
It looks nice. But whoever
Good.
designed it, whoever network engineer designed it, did not design it with security in mind.
That's correct, right? Because this is a networking lab.
I mean, the security guy got fired in the middle of it, so that's a whole different other story.
All right, Claude, any words?
Hey, y'all guys did good. Just remember what the objective was to go through this exercise. There's a lot of things that can be added, a lot of things that were left out, you know, for a reason. And that was so that David could focus on specific things to derive the answers that he was looking for. You know, and you guys did that. You walked through layer 2 processes to get to the next device with CDP, you know, and did that well. Drew out exactly what the topology that was supposed to be drawn out. And, you know, that sometimes you'll have to do this in the real world. I actually do it with Microsoft Paint, just like this myself, when I start hitting devices and I want to know what's connected to them, you know. So, yeah, fundamentals, always got to understand the fundamentals. And all the other fancy layered stuff, you know, will come in after the fact. But always understand those fundamentals.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. And guys, as my final words, again, you guys did amazing. This entire lab, part 1 and this being part 2. I can tell that you guys been reading, been studying just off of the commands you guys had me do. Everything was already in you guys' minds. You know, hey, show CDP neighbors. Hey, show CDP detail. Right? I see you guys. Your head is already in the right path. If you already have your CCNA or you don't already have your CCNA, you guys already know it, right? I think the biggest piece here is just confidence, right? And having the confidence to say the right things, but also having the confidence to say the wrong things, right? Because we're not always going to be right, right? So
Yeah.
It's okay to mess up. It's okay to make mistakes. It's also okay to ask for help.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Okay? That's what makes a great engineer. All right? And on that note, happy Friday Eve. And I will see you guys next week.
Likewise, my brother. Thank you so much.
Guys, thank
All
you.
right, folks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you.